Good evening, Mr. Guptill. This is your assignment, should you choose to accept it. Mission: to free hostages from the grips of our great enemy. Place is Colombia, South America. Well known for its rich coffee and emeralds. Total population is 30 million. You should be aware of the following information: dangers, all the dark spiritual forces you can imagine. Also, drug lords have bombed and murdered in the past. Violence, corruption, terrorists, Marxist guerrillas. These guerrillas have vowed that they may take any North American at any time for their own purposes. You are included on that list. They are presently holding 4 missionary agents. Caution: 6 agents have been killed in action in recent years. Good luck. Don't forget, I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. On this assignment you will be responsible for building your own team. This diskette will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
I knew I had met my match. Then I thought about what my boss said on one of his earlier missions. Go into enemy territory. And, lo, I got you covered, partner. Minor paraphrase. I decided, let's do it. Well, I already knew who my reliable team was going to be. I looked to my most trustworthy and dependable cohorts. Joy, lifelong companion, squeaky clean record, faithful prayer warrior. Heather, attractive blonde, dependable, good for winning friends to the Lord. AJ, fast on his feet, great heart, great faith, stopped rain with a single prayer. David, giant killer, faith healer, will pray for the sick at the first sign of a headache. Then the best prayer and financial SWAT team around, operating behind the scenes. And that's many of you folks. We were ready, and off we headed for our target location. When we got to Colombia, we checked in with our local contact. He's Agent Reverend Juan Piñeros, present district superintendent of the Wesleyan Church in Colombia. Juan is a great visionary with a practical approach to gathering together freed captives into shelters called churches. He's the pastor of our largest and fastest growing church, located in North Bogota. With over 1,400 in morning worship, it's our largest international Wesleyan church. Juan knew that if he was going to free more people and plant new churches in Colombia, he would need a well-developed team of trained agents, men of God, men who'd be able to infiltrate enemy territory and to minister effectively among the people. A night training center called a Bible school was started in his church. God called out 60 young men and women to prepare themselves for full-time service. Many of the students are ex-captives, professional and working people, studying in the evening and on Saturdays. Here are some of our finest agents in training. Rogelio, outstanding layman, pastor's right-hand man. Boss can always depend on him. Freddie, radio announcer, knows his manual inside out. Pablo, retired police major, while on the force had face-to-face encounters with Colombia's most powerful drug lords, refused to be bought off by drug lords and their corruption schemes and bribes. This has cost many other people their lives. God had a greater purpose for Pablo, now one of our best students at the Wesleyan Bible School, preparing himself for spiritual battle against corruption and injustice in Colombia. These trainees experienced firsthand ministry at our North Bogota church. There are many people being freed on a weekly basis. Now there's some happy campers. Evangelism, prayer, discipleship, and strong youth and young adult ministries are prime tactics in helping the church to be a vital force. What an excellent role model for these young men preparing to serve the Lord. Agents Juan and Francie Ruth Morillo are also advancing into enemy territory. They are our first Wesleyan agents from within our Colombian borders to the indigenous tribes. Deep in the jungles, the Morillos are working among the Cuiva tribes not far from the Venezuelan border. The Morillos are teaching the people to read and study God's Word. They have a real burden to train their converts to become pastors among their own people. Now they are branching out to other Cuiva tribes just across the border in Venezuela. More new ground gained, previously occupied by the enemy. Tell them some more good news, Joy.
More captives continue to be set free. Nora, young lady diagnosed as HIV positive, proven by medical exams and symptoms. God's people prayed. She was healed completely. No recurrence for 5 years. Fine Christian woman. Gilberto, ex-convict, now Wesleyan pastor, freed from jail and sin. Beatrice, ex-captive, working in extremely poor neighborhoods, gives of very scarce resources to help others less fortunate. Never had an education, but shares with rich and poor at a moment's notice.
Well, it sure has been an eventful and glorious 4 years, folks. Well, about time to check in and give a report on my activities. Report to Heavenly Headquarters. Progress. The Wesleyan Church in Colombia has more than doubled in the last 4 years. In 1992, we had 22 churches. 1996, 50 churches. In 1992, we had 2,500 members. 1996, we had 5,100 members. People are being freed, saved that is, and renewed in their faith in record numbers. Goals set for church growth and membership for the year 2000 have long been surpassed. It is one of the fastest growing groups of Wesleyans worldwide. We experienced some theft, muggings, and family threats, but thanks to the spirit agent you sent us, got us out of a number of tough jams.
Agent Guptill and team. Mission successful. Well done. Good and faithful servants.
Yes.
Si, senor!
Yeah, thanks, guys. You are all just great. What?
Mission successful, but mission incomplete. Many people left behind enemy lines. You have got to get them out.
I've got to get them out. I've got to get them out. Folks, I'm going to need your help on this one. I've got to get my family back to Colombia to help our team there. But I can't do it alone. I'm going to need your help. Can you cover for us? We need people to pray faithfully. It's a little dangerous there. We need financial support to do God's business in Colombia. And you know, we need more people willing to put their lives on the line for Jesus' sake. Ever thought of accepting your own assignment in Colombia or in some other place in the world?
Urgent message. To all Christian agents. Your assignment, should you accept it, is take up your cross and take up the cause of Jesus Christ. You need to know the following. You will have to sacrifice personal time to cover missionaries in prayer. You may have to live more simply to give to the cause. You may encounter personal danger behind enemy lines. Warning. This is not a game. The consequences of your actions can have an eternal impact on people without God in Colombia. Please read the instruction manual, Matthew chapter 28, verses 19 and 20. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Should you need a reminder, please read the instruction manual.